So let's do a wash over these real quick. Let's do a mix of Griffon Sepia and a little bit of Devlin Mud. I want it to be nice and dark, but I really like the red tones in the sepia, so let's make sure to get those good and watered down. Okay. We're going to use this wash to our advantage to help us try and clean up the edges around the skin. See if we can just get it to barely butt up against the skin here. We can make it just look like a shadow in between the cloth and the skin. Try not to be too messy. Okay. Okay, it appears that I may have missed a little bit of a spot underneath this arm with the Deneb stone on that first pass. Okay. Okay. I can hit it with the wash here. Okay. Alright, so that's what we got so far. Okay, so up next, I believe we should probably go ahead and let's go ahead and get the clothing, and we will leave the side pouches for last. We'll just do the upper body and the back tabard here. And then we'll come back in and get the legs second. Because I think it'll probably be best if we do two different tones there. Otherwise, we get a little too monochromatic. So let's continue on with the same palette at least. Let's keep going with the teddy bear brown. I really like that light sandy color. And it's got such a nice yellow tone to it. We'll do that for the upper body. Really emphasize the light on the top side of the miniature, and then we'll go with something a little darker for the underside. We're just going to do a 50-50 application of the teddy bear brown with water, get it nice and diluted, and we'll go ahead and start right up here. Well, I think I have indeed very seriously diluted this paint, so we may have to go over it one more time. Actually, now that it's drying, I think we're doing okay. We don't want to go too opaque on these. I know it's looking very black still. But I assure you, it will be yellow. Okay. Gotta make sure we get into the fur a little bit up here on top, not to leave any completely black spots, at least for the upper edge. There we go. Got that. Looking pretty good so far. And you know what? I completely skipped ahead here, and we didn't do any highlights on the armbands. I think we should go back real quick. We'll get the Deneb stone, and let's just add a little tiniest drop of white to what we got on the palette there. And maybe just a touch of this teddy bear brown that we've got going to give it a little yellow tinge on the highlights here. Okay. Okay, and then let's do one last highlight on those. Okay. We're just going to get a little highlight there right at the crest of the arms. Don't want to overdo it with this last highlight. Just a little bit right in the middle. I think, whoa, sorry. Don't think we got enough paint coming off the brush on that one. Okay, so there we are with that. Okay, so back to the shirt. Okay, so we had this lovely teddy bear brown over here, now it's time to do a little bit of highlighting, and we're going to highlight it with the same bright yellow that we were adding before to the beard. Actually, I keep getting ahead of myself. Let's before we even do that, let's do another wash on the upper clothing here. So we're going to use that same Griffin Sepia and Devlin Mud mixture that we mixed up just a minute ago. And gotta stop bumping the camera. Sorry, guys. Okay. We're just going to go over the entire thing. We're not really aiming for any particular spots at the moment. We just want to make sure that we get all this fur with a nice dose of wash on there just to help pick out those individual hairs. Okay. Okay. So there we go on that. And now let's go back to the highlighting that I wanted to do so desperately a moment ago. I'm going to hit this with a hairdryer first to speed us up. Okay, so while you were away, I went ahead and did the lower cloak just like the upper here. So it's the teddy bear brown, and then a combination of Devlin Mud and Griffin Sepia wash over the whole thing. And I got the underside here too. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some shadowing on this. So to do that, we're going to get a little more of the burnt umber here. And let's get down here at the bottom. I'm just going to pull down. Since we're doing a shadow this time, we're not pulling up, we're pushing down. So I want to get into all those nice little creases and all the dark areas there. And okay.